Hello, my fellow comic book collectors. This is going to be one of those huge unboxings. So every so often, like once a month, I try to ship out all of my orders from Stackery to my house. And it just happened that I bought a lot of little things, and then a lot of big things, and then a lot more things. And it just ended up into this massive box. I'm not even sure if you can see the full size of this box, but it is massive. Takes 3 or 4 people to lift kind of idea. It's like really big. It's like huge. Huge. It's just really big. I almost feel like I have to do like one of those, you know, there used to be this space show where they would show the ship, and it would be like one of those things where they would like film it for like a long time, and it's just like going across this big spaceship. Well, that's what this box feels like. It's just massive. It's really huge. I'm not even sure how to approach it because it's just so big. So yeah, so I'm probably going to do this as a multi-part video, just so you know, because it's just too big to do it in one. But the stuff inside is just, it's, you know, some of it is like, you know, some, you know, basic comics, but some of it is like these crazy grails, like just crazy grails. Like, I almost feel like, you know, one of them, or a few of them actually, are some that I maybe should do almost like a live video with, and like they're that big where they're like books that you just don't see. You just never see these books. Okay, so I'm gonna pull out some stuff, and I'm gonna try to do justice to this. So I'm gonna pull out a bunch of stacks, and then we'll work through the rest. So this is like just a small portion of what's inside. So it's just like crazy big box. And this is the first little bit of that crazy big box. I probably could do more, maybe get more out of it, but I think this will be a lot. So let's just see what's inside these. Yeah, figure out how to do this. I'm trying this new setup and I'm not sure about it. My camera's in the most interesting spot. But, yeah, we're trying this out. Hopefully it works. But there's some really amazing things in here. And I'm just pulling out random stacks, so I have no idea if it's going to be a big comic or a little thing. So we'll find out. Because there's some really big, I mean, really big Golden Age grails. I mean, they are legitimate grails for comics. So, yeah. Okay. So let's quickly see what this is. Okay, this is kind of cool. Not a major grail, but it is like a cool Silver Age book. You know, and you can't put down Silver Age too much. There's some really good stuff in the Silver Age. Okay. So this is actually a couple books. I gotta kind of take it out. So this was from Captivating Comics. So this is, I'll show you what's inside. And, okay. So this one is Doom Patrol 100. And I'm a big fan of these 100 issues, like, you know, these centennial issues. I think it's kind of cool. Doom Patrol, I believe, I forgot what issue it's like, 86, I believe, is the first actual Doom Patrol. I forgot what it was called before that. But this one is the origin of Beast Boy, and it's just a very pretty book. It's in really great shape. And just, you know, really great early Doom Patrol. So I'm a big fan of Doom Patrol. I really like the whole concept of Doom Patrol. So that's Beast Boy's origin. Now, from the same vendor, the same guy, he had this other amazing grail. This is like this is one of those books that I've been wanting for a long time. I'm a big fan of bondage, and I'm a big fan of women in precarious situations, like really like women in danger kind of situations. And this one is that in spades. This is like one of my favorite Golden Age crazy bondage covers. So you got the woman, and she's literally strapped to the propeller, and it's his girlfriend actually. And basically the bad guys, these are the bad guys around, and they're basically saying, okay, you're allowed to leave. We'll let you go free, you know, but you have to fly blindfolded. And, you know, he's like, oh, okay, I guess I'll do that because I'm a great pilot and, you know, he can do it. But he doesn't realize that his girlfriend's attached to the propeller. So it's just a really great woman in danger kind of cover. Just a really great women in peril, I should say. Just a really great cover. I just really like that one. That's Airboy. I forgot what issue it is, but it's Airboy from 1947. Just a really great comic. Okay, so that was one of my grails and I was so excited when I saw it go up for auction. I was like, wow, this is really great. Okay, so I got that one, and let's open up another pack. Oh, I realize this is not the best setup. It's very tipsy. So if the camera falls, like, that'll add action to this whole unboxing, because I have it sort of very iffy spot. Okay, so this will be interesting. Let's see. Okay, let's see if I can get this out. It's a little bit challenging. Okay. Oh wow. Okay, so I mentioned that there's grails in this in this unboxing. Well, this is the first set of grails. This is a set of grails. It's like 1 grail, 2 grails, 3 grails. Huge books. These are like massive, massive books. You do not see these. Like the last time I saw this one come up for auction was 4 years ago. And it's a grail. It is a big book. So this is Sensation Comics number 6. And this is the first appearance of a bunch of things. So it's the first appearance of Wonder Woman's lasso, like lasso, you know, she has the magic lasso that she uses, and this is the first appearance of it, and this is the first time she uses her magic lasso, and it's also the first time that it gets its origin. And also, it's the first time that she gets this kangaroo thing. So on Paradise Island, they have kangaroos, okay? And these are like some alien race kangaroos. They're not like the typical kangaroos that we have here in our world. But they're these alien kangaroos that they ride on, okay? And they're bigger and you can actually ride on them. And Wonder Woman's pet kangaroo is Jumpa. Okay, so this is the first appearance of Jumpa. This is the first cover appearance of Jumpa, and the first appearance and origin of the magic lasso. So Sensation Comics number 6 from, I believe, like I'm going to guess like 42, 43 era, that era. So it's like really early Wonder Woman, just a really great cover, and a really rare comic. You just don't see it very often. And in the same lot, it was expensive. This was an expensive lot, actually. The bids just went crazy. But I won. I was like, oh, wow, I won. You know, I was like so excited. It also had Sensation Comics number 7, which is another one. This is not that pricey. Really, number 6 is the big book. But this is still a rare book. I mean, you just don't see number 7 that often. And number 6 is really rare. So yeah. So that's number 7, and really great cover. I love these kind of ones where they do like the close-up of Wonder Woman. This is number 8. So it's like 6, 7, 8. And actually, the same guy had 3, 4, and 5. And I didn't win that auction. That ended up going for $3,500. I just couldn't bid it up. I wanted this lot. He had both lots at the same time. And I was like, oh, I'd love to get the whole run. That run would be just amazing. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh my goodness, that'd be awesome. But I had to kind of, you know, decide which lot do I really want. And I wanted this lot more because number 6 is the key. Like 3, 4, 5 don't really have any keys associated to them. Number 6 does. It is the kind of a more major appearance. So I got it for the same price. It was like $3,000. Do not tell the wife. Like, I always joke about that, but yeah, it was an expensive lot. So, but really great comics. These are really rare. Typically, number 6, even in a low grade, goes to $3,000 to $5,000 range. That's typical. So just that one comic alone pays for the lot. The other 2 go for around $500 to $1,000, maybe even $1,500, depending on the grade. And these ones look like VG to good, I would say. You know, that kind of range of comics grade. Okay, so those are all super cool. And we'll do one more big... See, I knew this was going to run long, just because there's so many grails in this. I'm amazed by the books that are in here. Okay. So, this is like a whole bunch of, like, I guess they kept all the original boxes. So, this is going to be like a bunch of, a bunch of lots. Okay. Okay, my kids will love this. Okay, that's quite nice, quite nice. Okay, okay, so I'm going to show you the one my kids will love first. And it should be 3. I don't see, oh, there's 2. Okay, I just see the 1. Is this one. Darth Vader, number 20. And this is the first cover appearance in comics of The Mandalorian with Baby Yoda. So this is that very famous scene from the TV series. And it's also the 50th anniversary Lucasfilm edition. So yeah, so kind of cool. This is, I'm just making sure that it's a first print. Yeah, it is definitely a first print. And very cool book. So I didn't get it from my local comic book shop because they had sold out before I even got to the shop. So I was very disappointed by that. But I managed to find it on eBay, and it was expensive. Like, expensive for a brand new comic. Like, I paid $14, and it was like, wow, that's a bit much for a brand new comic. But I really wanted to get it because I'm a big Mandalorian fan. Okay, another really great comic is this one that just came. This is Veronica number 28. And this is just Dan DeCarlo, famous cover. It's just one of those sexy Veronica covers, like her in a swimsuit. And she's just like almost folded in half as she dives into the water. And you've got Archie and, is that... what's Reggie in the background, just looking at how hot she is, and they're in the cold and they're not cold anymore looking at her. So she's so hot. Okay. So that's that one. And let's see what else is in here. Okay. This one requires a little bit of slicing and dicing. Can I get it out? No. Oh, okay. So, one of the things that I'm collecting, and I dropped it on the floor. Oh, jeez. Really poorly wrapped. Oh, jeez. Okay, one sec here. As I bend down, I just dropped it on the floor. Do not drop Golden Age comics on the floor. Just a bit of advice. Like, do not do that. That's... okay. I don't know why they... it is bagged. It was bagged and boarded. But the bag was opened, so it just slid right out of the bag. I'm going to put it back in the bag, and I'll show it. Okay. Wow, that was a little challenging. Okay, so this is Jojo number 5. There's nothing special about this book. It's not an expensive book. You can buy the early issues of Jojo, like 1 through 6, fairly cheaply. They're like $20 each. Some of them are a little more expensive. You can maybe, like, depending on the grade, like maybe $60 for like number 2 or number 1. They're a little more expensive. But most of them are like $20 to $40, that kind of range. And the reason is they're not that cool. They're just like cartoony. Now, Jojo in the later issues, like from 7 and up, are all like lots of good girl art, like jungle related comics, and they're like crazy. They're just the craziest comics. Well, I'm trying to get a complete run of Jojo, and that means getting the cartoon ones, even though they are kind of cheesy. This one is very like Elmer Fudd like. You know, you got this guy in the background with the shotgun, and I guess this would be equivalent of Bugs Bunny, like, you know, very loosely. But you got that kind of Elmer Fudd looking style there. So yeah, so Fox is the publisher, so maybe that's why they picked the Fox. And they had a tendency of ripping off other properties, other companies' stuff. So this is them doing a bit of a version of maybe Looney Tunes. Okay, so that was interesting. Now let's see what else is in here. Oh, wow. Okay. For those people that know me, I am trying to get a complete run of Wonder Woman. And here's another. This is a Golden Age Wonder Woman. This is number 36. And it's just a really great Golden Age comic. I'm really close to getting the complete run of Wonder Woman from the first series, which is from 1942 all the way up into the 80s. So it is one that I'm really trying to get a complete collection of. So this is Wonder Woman number 6. Kind of a nice Golden Age Wonder Woman. So already in this boxing, we're getting kind of big books. Okay. And we didn't even get into the slabs. So the slabs are the big ones, really big ones too. Okay. This one is really well taped. Almost feel like I'm doing surgery here. Okay. Okay, never do this, people. People, don't do this. Don't tape it like this. Okay, this one was way over taped. Really makes it hard to get. Okay. Can I pull it out? I'm trying to get it without slicing the comic. This is really challenging. When they overly tape the book into the boarding, it's really quite challenging to get out. Oh, I can see the comic, I just can't pull it out. It's stuck. Oh, that's why. They actually taped it to the back of the board, which makes it really annoying. Okay. Oh, that was annoying. Okay. That was really... Sometimes people overly tape. I mean, they think they're protecting the comic, but if you're not careful, it ends up that you bend the comic, and it just... it can be very frustrating. So, yeah, don't overly tape, people. Okay. So this is the one that I was ordering. This is a cheap comic, but it's kind of a cool comic. This is Marvel Age 87. And this is like the first appearance of a version of Ghost Rider. It's like, I forgot what, is it? I'm not sure what's the name of this Ghost Rider. But it is like an earlier, it's like, you know, there was several different people that were the Ghost Rider. And this is just one of them. So, yeah. He later appeared in the Ghost Rider series, but this was kind of like one of the Marvel Ages, like where they kind of preview things. It's not, you know, it's not really continuity or anything like that. They just preview some of the characters, and it's just a preview. Whoever the vendor was, they actually threw in something. They threw in this old Stormwatch, like 90s comic, as well as a free bonus. So Stormwatch number 3. So very classic, that 90s, like overly muscly people. So it's kind of funny. Yeah, very interesting. Okay, so that's that one. Okay, still a lot more to go. Okay, let's see if I can actually get this out. This one isn't as bad, but it still tapes well. And they actually did, whoever did this one did a really good job of packing, because, but, I mean, the book is well protected, but it's a little hard to get out because of the tape. One of these days, you're going to be watching this video, and it's going to be like blood everywhere, because it's like so dangerous. I feel like I'm always like, you know, like cutting away, and who knows what's going to happen with this knife. Okay. Okay. So I finally got this out. And let's see what's inside. Oh, okay. Wow, this is another major comic. This one has sort of cooled down. Actually, it was really hot during the Falcon and Winter Soldier series. Basically, it's this one. It's Strange Tales 159. And this is the first appearance of, and I cannot say her name, but it's Lady Hydra. Okay, so it's like blah, 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 blah. You know, like that really long name, and which I cannot say, something Lalafatain or something like that. You know, it's like some really long name. Okay, so this is her first appearance, was in this book. And this book, you know, it was something Dreyfus, the girl that was from Seinfeld, that played her in Falcon and Winter Soldier. So it sort of went to the moon, this book. It kind of cooled down a little bit, and that's when I picked it up. So I didn't pay $1.49. I actually paid less. So I got the 2 books. This is her first appearance, and I got her first cover appearance. So this is her first cover appearance. And it's a really great Stranko cover, too. It's just like a really awesome Nick Fury, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and Doctor Strange. So this is Strange Tales 167. And this is just a really great cover. I mean, just, you know, it's got that Americana thing going on. It's got all the characters in action. And you got her first cover appearance. So that's kind of cool. And it's a Stranko. So lots of cool things going on for that comic. So that was a nice little set that I got. And I kind of talked the guy down on the price, which was kind of nice that he was willing to negotiate. Because that book was really hot for a while, and it has pulled only slightly back. It didn't kind of go back to that. It was never a cheap book. Like some people think that it was a cheap book ever. It was never really that cheap. It was always like, you know, a $50 kind of book. But then after the series, it went up to like $200. It was like $200-300. It became this crazy expensive book. And as I said, it's kind of pulled back a bit since then. Okay, this is kind of a cool key. It's one that not many people realize is such an important key. And this is Amazing Spider-Man 61. And, you know, we got, this is Gwen Stacy on the cover. And she's about to get this big pot dropped on her head. But this is her first cover appearance. So it's just one of those great first cover appearances, because it's like an action kind of, I wish it, you know, she was a little bit more zoomed in on, you know, so you could see her a bit better. But, you know, it's kind of cool that this is her first cover appearance. And it took many issues before she actually did make a cover appearance, because she appeared much, much earlier. But yeah, so 61. Oh, okay. And so I found, okay, so more of these. I got 3 issues of this. So I'm going to put this one over here. One for my daughter and one for my son. My son really likes, my son and daughter both like The Mandalorian and Baby Yoda. So I got them each a copy of it. So I'll give that to them later. And oh, wow. Oh, jeez. They really taped this one down, though. Okay. They use painter's tape, at least. Oh, it actually comes off really easily. This is a really great comic. Really great. This is more of a modern Grail. I would say, because it's a book that I believe they're actually, this has been like optioned, or it's going to be a TV series of some kind. And I haven't actually read it, but I've heard so many people talking about how great of a series this is. And this is Lady Killer. This is the first print, and it's, the first series for Lady Killer. And this is quite a pricey book now. Like, you can typically see it go for $100 to $200 in a high grade. This is a high grade. I managed to get the guy down to $50 on it, so I was quite happy to get that. Lady Killer #1. It's just a really great, she's like cleaning up the blood, basically. She's a, bit of a murderess. So, interesting. I'm looking forward to reading that. I plan to read that. Okay, so that has been part 1. I'm not sure how many parts this is going to be, but part 1 of this massive unboxing. It is just going to be, it is like so big, this box. I'm going to try to reorganize when I do part 2, and it'll be a little easier, and I'll have better organization in terms of how I'm going to film this. But some really great stuff. I hope you enjoyed it. Please leave a comment in the comment section, and leave a like in the like section, and leave a subscribe in the subscribe section. And thanks for watching.